Yeah, thank you, Brian.
Yeah, and Babette just won a major award, a EGU award. I'm sorry that I can't remember the name of it, but it was for
Costas Nitis Award. Yeah, it is Eurogos, an European Union medal. So for operational oceanography, it is about the work that they found being outstanding. Yeah, so I'm the winner of this year. I was very happy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wonderful. Congratulations again.
Thank you so much, Brian. Thank you.
We'll be really proud to have you involved in our school with all these other great people next year and the year after. Well, this year too, but especially next year and the year after.
Thank you so much. I really enjoy since it starts since the morning here, so the midnight here in California.
Yeah, so it shows your dedication. I was wondering that you're listening even on California time from the beginning.
Yeah. I slept yesterday, I make sure that I arrange myself for that. So I sleep and then wake up. Everything's okay.
Great.
Yeah.
So Raf, you might want to know that I don't know if Greg told you, but his flight was delayed by 12 hours. So he got here basically like 1 hour before the whole program started. So he's sleeping right now. But
can I just, it's a silly question, but can you confirm that over there is 2 p.m.? I just want to make sure that tomorrow I log in at the right time.
No, it is correct. It's 2:11 here right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, maybe we can start, right?
Yeah, do you want to kind of start us off? And
so, yeah, you had in the program an opening ceremony. Does that just mean me saying a few things or?
well, so the plan was, since you're here, it would be great for you to say a few things. We wanted all the resource persons to just briefly introduce themselves and pitch the lectures and panels, whatever they're offering this week, so that everyone gets to hear a little more about that. And then we were gonna break up into smaller groups and just give everybody an opportunity to introduce themselves in a little bit more depth and meet a few more of the people who are participating virtually. So that's the
okay, great. So I think what I'll do is I'll give a shorter version of the, speech I gave at the in-person event 5 hours ago. So yeah, so thanks so much for everyone for joining. We really appreciate everyone participating in person and online. So this is the Coastal Ocean Environment Summer School in Nigeria. And we thank all the participants. So just a little tiny bit of history. So some of you have probably heard of the Peace Corps. I was a Peace Corps volunteer in Ghana 32 years ago. That's when it started. And I met a particular student, Joseph Ansong. And after many years went by, 16 years of no contact, I started hearing from him and others where they were. And Joseph was getting a PhD with Bruce Sutherland, whom Raf Ferrari, at least one person online will know who I'm talking about. And so then I thought, what a miracle. He's 16 years of no contact and he's in a PhD program in a field like mine. And so I hired him into my lab as a postdoc and we decided to go back to Africa. So we've had a school running in Ghana every year since 2015. It was in person most years until 2021, we made it an online school. So this year there's many person. We are struggling with a lot of logistical challenges.
I think you froze, Brian. Right on logistical challenges.
I think maybe network problem.
Yeah. Let me just try messaging him to see if he turns off his video, maybe. That might help.
He disappeared.
Oh, okay. Well, while we're gonna see if Brian can rejoin us, why don't we go ahead and have all of the resource persons who are here go ahead and introduce themselves and talk about what topics they're going to be covering this week. Raf, do you want to go ahead and start since you've got your video on?
Okay. My name is Raffaele Ferrari. I'm Italian. I grew up in Northern Italy, but now I'm in the US. I'm a faculty at MIT in the Department of Earth, Atmospheric and Planetary Sciences. Should I stop because Brian is back?
Brian, do you want to keep going? We were just diving into introductions since we lost you. You're muted.
I was talking about logistical difficulties and boom, I was kicked off the internet. So right on time. So yeah, so we have a hybrid school and we're here in Nigeria, Africa's most populous country. So many people have helped on this school over the years, and we have a UN endorsed program called Ocean Corps, which Wynn and Paige and others are involved in to try to have more of these activities around the world. And our eventual goal is we just hope that Africans will take I like to think of it as their rightful place in science, you know, that when you look at the number of scientific papers published and people giving talks at conferences and people on major ocean committees making important decisions about global policy, that Africa will be at the table more than it is now. We hope that the participants will network and find people with common interests. And then, as you can see from all the emails, you know, we're still, you know, even ourselves sometimes confused is maybe too strong a word, but we're having in-person lectures in the morning, which all of you are welcome to join online. Then we're having these online lectures in the afternoon. And sometimes, like today, there's online and in-person things happening at the same time. And then other days, the online. So the online participation, you can listen to online lectures Monday, that's already done. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then, I'm sorry, the online participants can listen to in-person lectures Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You can listen to online lectures, I think, every day. And we're doing the online lectures right now. And I think Wynn and Paige can maybe add to that if I missed anything. Tashana is handling this kind of thing in the in-person, and Wynn and Paige are handling it online. Do you want to add anything, Wynn or Paige?
Paige, do you want to kind of go over it, or?
Did I cover it well? Did I make any mistakes explaining the schedule?
No, I think that was good. I admit I'm a little distracted because we have some technical issues with the Jupyter Hub at the moment. So I'm back and forth emailing.
Sorry, put you on the spot.
All right.
Yeah, thanks, Brian.
That's pretty much it. There are also individual tutorials that individual resource persons have scheduled throughout the week. So those are meant to be smaller on a very focused topic. So those are also in the online schedule that have been posted, if you want to participate in any of those.
Okay.
And
Well, why don't I think I'll just listen at this point, and we'll let you guys take over.
all right. So let's dive into those resource person introductions. Do you want to pick up again where you stopped off?
Okay, so part 2, I'm still Raffaele Ferrari, and as I said, I'm a faculty now at MIT. I'm a physical oceanographer working on the interaction between the ocean and the atmosphere and the overall climate system. I'll be giving a lecture tomorrow at 9 a.m. my time, 2 p.m. Africa time, Nigeria time. And the focus will be I'll try to get people excited about climate modeling, because I think we are at a very interesting moment where new ideas are being brought to the fore. And I think it's the right time to get involved, especially for young scientists, because you can really make a difference. And in particular, I'll talk about a few projects that we are involved, especially a large one called the Climate Modeling Alliance, where we're really trying to push forward these ideas. And it's a large group, and it's very easy to contribute, either in person at MIT, but otherwise everywhere else in the world. It's an open source development effort. So I hope to see many of you tomorrow at 2 p.m.
Sarah
Can
Nicholas.
I add one thing?
Oh,
There
go
are
for it.
2 people in person. Greg Wagner and Simone Silvestri are going to be lecturers in the morning. Well, there will be 1 lecture and 1 lab that will use the code that we are developing. So I encourage people also to interact with them. And if you have any questions, you want to get involved, they are the right people to talk to, for the people at least in person in Nigeria, Lagos. Thank you.
Great. Yeah, Sarah Nicholas, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Sarah Nicholas, and I'm a beamline scientist at the National Synchrotron Light Source 2 at Brookhaven National Lab in the United States. And I got involved with the summer school because I'm on a glauconite project with Brian and others. And that was how we done it. So I have just a short lecture this afternoon on general synchrotron science and specifically microprobe in marine applications.
Okay. Just scanning through. Laura, do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, everybody. I'm Laura Van Uffelen. I'm an assistant professor in ocean engineering at the University of Rhode Island in the US. And I study underwater acoustics. This is my first time being part of the summer school. I really wish I could be there in person, but I can't this time. I have a PhD student who's defending on Wednesday. But I'm hoping to be there next year. And I'm hoping to meet some folks who are interested in underwater acoustics. So I pre-recorded a lecture with a colleague of mine, Kathy Vignes-Raposa, who works for a local environmental company. And she's worked on this website called DOSITS, the Discovery of Sound in the Sea. And so we put a lecture together that's very introductory on underwater sound, because we're hoping to meet researchers in Africa who are interested in underwater sound. And we're going to be hosting a more of just a discussion on Thursday at 2 p.m. So we're gonna discuss, what might we learn if we listen off the coast of Western Africa, and talk about maybe some more local things. And we're hoping in future years that maybe we can even do some field work there. So come by Thursday at 2 p.m. On Zoom and talk to me.
Let's see. Frank, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello everybody. How are you doing? Frank Miller Carter from the University of South Florida, College of Marine Science. And I'm going to talk on Friday, the same time, 2 p.m. local time in Nigeria, about Marine Life 2030. That's an Ocean Decade program. So that's the UN Decade of Ocean Science for Sustainable Development. And the idea is to network about marine life observations, talking about standards. Why do we need information about life? How do we depend on that? And in general, try to see who's there that is a biologist and how do we integrate biological observing into ocean observing in general. The other thing that we're doing is we're supporting Black and Marine Science. There was unfortunately to be a person that was visiting in person in Nigeria, but she had to cancel the flight. So she's going to, I believe she's going to try to do this virtually. And we're trying to stand up a writing workshop, or at least get a writing effort going to satisfy needs in the region. So let's see how that goes. But everybody's
Frank,
welcome
it's
to
my
come.
understanding that Simone Johnson, whom you're referring to, is in contact with Tashana to give a virtual presentation.
Okay. Very good.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Thanks. And then Sydney Hemming.
Hi, My name is Sydney Hemming, and I'm a professor at Columbia University in the Department of Earth and Environmental Sciences, and a scientist at Lamont Doherty Earth Observatory. And I'm going to be giving a lecture just in half an hour on trying to access and harness the data that are available from the International Ocean Discovery Program, and also an example of a cruise that I participated in that sort of goes through the sites, and both of the examples that I'm giving are around Africa. So hopefully you'll get excited about marine geology around Africa.
Great. I think that just leaves Paige. Do you want to talk about everything going on with Python?
Yeah, so it's actually me and Daniel Quay as well,
Okay,
who's
is he on here?
online.
Okay.
We will be leading the Python portion of the virtual school. So we have several different Python tutorials for all of you, and they're on the schedule. Hopefully most of you joined or were able to see the recording of our pre-coessing workshops. But we'll be every day at the end of starting at 5 p.m. So just after all of the virtual content, we'll be doing Python. So that's computer programming, and Daniel will be kicking it off today. And we've got a lot of exciting topics. So Daniel, did you want to? Oh, I guess I should introduce myself. I'm Paige Martin. I'm a postdoc at Columbia University, actually also at Lamont Doherty Earth Observatory, like Sydney Hemming. And I'm in the Climate Data Science Lab. So I'm working at the intersection of climate science and data science and kind of software development. Daniel, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, thank you. Hello, everybody. So my name is Daniel Quay, and like Paige said, I'll be working with her through the Python labs. I think every day of the week we have a lab session. And yeah, I should add, I'm a graduate student at the Atlantic Technical University in Cape Verde. And yeah, I joined the summer school. The first time I was part was in 2016. Yes, and yeah, it had a great impact on my career. Happy to be here. See you all later. Thank you.
Great. Thanks, everybody. And I guess, yeah, I'm Wynn Johnson. I didn't introduce myself. I'm an assistant professor at the University of North Carolina, Wilmington, near the ocean on the East Coast of the US. And I'm a chemical oceanographer interested in the small molecules that are produced by microorganisms in the ocean and how they're cycled. I use mass spectrometry primarily to study those molecules. And I have a lab that I'll be posting up on Slack to practice working with biogeochemical data sets using Ocean Data View. Yeah, so stay tuned for that. All right, so the plan for the rest of our time for this welcoming ceremony is to break up into smaller groups to allow us all to introduce ourselves in a little bit more depth and get to know each other here. And then we'll be seeing each other on different Zooms throughout the week, and we can interact on Slack. But this just lets us get to know each other a little bit better before we dive into things. Paige, do you have that set up, or should I do it?
I don't have it set up at the moment.
Okay.
So we're about 30 people. So
I was thinking like 4 or 5 per breakout room, maybe. Does that seem?
I'll make 6 rooms.
Great.
Okay, I did it randomly, so we might do a couple of these, but the idea is to get to know one another. So introduce yourself, let your group know what you're interested in learning this week, and we'll let you know when we're ready to come back as a big group.
Yeah, we'll spend maybe like 10 minutes, 10, right? Something like that.
Okay.
Okay.
So you should be able to join the breakout room that you were randomly assigned to. All right. So if you're still here, let us know if you're having trouble. All right. Well, I hope that was nice that you were able to meet a few of your colleagues, even in this virtual context where that can be a bit challenging. We mostly just want to wrap up from here. And first, I want to make sure that there aren't any questions about how this virtual week will work. So if you have any questions about the week, please chime in now. While you're thinking about any questions, if you have questions throughout the week, once this Zoom call has ended, you can ask them in the Slack workspace. So hopefully you're all on Slack. There is a channel called Help Desk 2022, and that's for generic questions about anything. If you're having trouble accessing a Zoom link or can't find something on the schedule, ask it there. And one of the instructors will try to get to you as soon as possible, or maybe even another participant who has the link. I also encourage you to look through all of the Slack channels. There are quite a few, and you have to choose to join many of them yourself. So make sure you browse through those channels. Wynn, do you have anything to add?
No, I think that covers it. Yeah. Strongly, yeah, recommend signing in, getting into Slack so that you can interact more easily with everybody over the course of the week.
Okay, well, we're really excited that you're all joining us. This is our first time trying a hybrid school, and it's been a little challenging, but we're really excited because Wynn and I couldn't go, and everyone here, I guess, other than Brian, weren't able to go to Nigeria, but we're so happy that you all want to participate virtually. It means that we can also participate. So, all right.
Great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you.
Yeah. So stick around for Sydney Hemming's talk in just a few minutes.
Yep, at
On
the
this
same
Zoom.
link.
Yep, same link.
So no need to leave.
Yep. All right.
So should I just start right at 8 o'clock? And while we have